The shores of the French Riviera have always possessed a magical quality, a unique ability to blend the ultimate heights of global celebrity with the quiet, timeless rhythms of the Mediterranean Sea. For decades, Saint-Tropez in particular has served as a sanctuary for the world's most recognizable figures, a place where the flash of paparazzi bulbs occasionally yields to the warm, golden glow of the southern French sun. It is a destination defined by its historical romance, its exclusive beachside establishments, and the gentle lapping of azure waves against pristine sand. In this setting, the passage of time seems to slow down, allowing those who live their lives under the relentless scrutiny of the public eye to find moments of genuine peace and connection with the people who matter most. The atmosphere here during the summer months is nothing short of intoxicating, filled with the scent of salt water, the rustle of coastal palms, and an underlying sense of anticipation that always seems to precede a major life milestone. It is against this backdrop of natural elegance and historical glamour that our story begins, focusing on a figure who has redefined what it means to grow, evolve, and thrive in the public consciousness over the course of several tumultuous decades. To truly understand the significance of this gathering on the French coast, one must look beyond the immediate beauty of the scenery and consider the remarkable journey of the woman at the center of it all. For years, she has been an icon of popular culture, a global symbol of beauty, and a frequent fixture of international headlines. Yet, beneath the manufactured image created by the media, there has always been a deeply devoted mother, a woman whose primary focus has consistently been the well-being and happiness of her children. Now, as the warm summer breeze sweeps across the tables of the famous beachside restaurant Les Graniers, a quiet celebration is unfolding that marks the beginning of a profound new chapter for her family. This is not the loud, chaotic spectacle one might associate with Hollywood royalty, but rather a deeply intimate, low-key gathering of loved ones who have come together to honor a bond that has been years in the making. The sense of warmth and mutual respect among the guests is palpable, creating an atmosphere that feels entirely separate from the chaotic energy of the entertainment industry. It is a moment of pure celebration, framed by the timeless beauty of Saint-Tropez, and it serves as the perfect introduction to a weekend that will undoubtedly be remembered for the rest of their lives. Before we dive deeper into the beautiful details of this gathering and the incredible journey that brought this family together, take a moment to subscribe to our channel to ensure you never miss an update on your favorite icons. As the sun began its gradual descent over the Mediterranean, casting long golden shadows across the sandy shore, the true elegance of the occasion became fully apparent. The central figure of this gathering, effortlessly radiant at 58 years old, seemed entirely at peace, soaking up the warmth of the sun and the companionship of her closest family members. Dressed in a chic summer outfit featuring a black dress adorned with colorful floral details, she moved with a natural grace that completely captured the relaxed essence of the French Riviera. Her signature platinum blonde locks were pulled back into a simple, unstudied updo, a style that highlighted her classic features while maintaining the casual, authentic vibe of a weekend by the sea. Protected from the bright coastal glare by a pair of stylish black shades, she spent time standing right along the sandy edge of the water, watching the gentle waves splash down near her feet. There was an undeniable sense of fulfillment in her presence, the look of a mother who has navigated the highest peaks and deepest valleys of a public life and has emerged on the other side with her family intact, loving, and fiercely supportive of one another. This gathering was not just a casual holiday, but a beautiful prelude to a massive family milestone, the upcoming wedding of her youngest son, Dylan. At 28 years old, Dylan has built a life and a career that reflect both his unique heritage and his own creative passions. The weekend celebrations at Les Graniers brought together a small, dedicated group of family and partners, all of whom seemed completely attuned to the joy of the occasion. Dylan and his fiancée, the talented architectural designer Paula Bruss, were the picture of romance as they enjoyed the coastal waters, embarking on a serene boat ride that allowed them to look back at the beautiful Saint-Tropez coastline. Both wore matching white ensembles, their coordinated attire perfectly mirroring the bright, hopeful energy of a couple on the precipice of marriage. The sight of them on the water, laughing and sharing quiet moments away from the shore, added a layer of pure cinematic romance to an already unforgettable weekend, signaling to everyone present that this celebration was deeply rooted in a genuine, enduring love story. Joining the couple on this magnificent coastal getaway was the star's eldest son, Brandon, accompanied by his partner, Lily Easton. The presence of both brothers alongside their mother highlighted the incredible closeness that defines this specific family unit. Brandon and Dylan have grown up under extraordinary circumstances, raised by a mother who was constantly chased by media attention, yet they have managed to develop into grounded, successful, and deeply compassionate young men. The interactions between the family members throughout the afternoon at Les Graniers were filled with easy laughter, shared memories, and a profound sense of mutual respect. It was clear to anyone watching that this was a family that genuinely enjoys each other's company, a group of people who have relied on one another for strength and stability through every phase of their lives. The beautiful French restaurant, known for its rustic charm and secluded location right on the beach, provided the ultimate sanctuary for these private celebrations, allowing the family to focus entirely on the joy of the upcoming nuptials. As the first part of this coastal celebration comes to a close, the stage is perfectly set for a deeper exploration of the love story that brought everyone to Saint-Tropez. The engagement of Dylan and Paula was not a sudden decision, but the result of a beautiful, years-long journey that began with a deeply romantic gesture on a distant shore nearly 2 years ago. The details of that proposal, along with the incredible life transitions our Central-style icon has undergone as she embraces the natural process of aging, paint a picture of a family that values authenticity above all else. In the next part of our report, we will uncover the dramatic and touching moments of that cliffside engagement, the unique requests made for the wedding day, and the powerful bond between a mother and her sons that has survived the intense pressures of global fame. The story of this family is far more than a simple chronicle of celebrity lifestyle. It is a testament to the enduring power of maternal love, the resilience of youth, and the beautiful realities that emerge when the cameras stop rolling. The journey that led this beautiful family to the sun-drenched shores of Saint-Tropez is one defined by deep romance, meticulous planning, and a series of touching moments that have unfolded over the course of the past 2 years. To truly appreciate the atmosphere of the current celebrations, one must look back to July of 2024, when the foundation for this upcoming wedding was officially laid. It was during that spectacular summer month that Dylan decided to take the ultimate step in his relationship with Paula Bruss, planning a proposal that was both incredibly intimate and breathtakingly dramatic. Choosing a secluded location that perfectly reflected their shared love for natural beauty and coastal landscapes, Dylan escorted Paula to a magnificent, rocky cliffside that offered sweeping, panoramic views of the endless ocean below. The setting was wild and majestic, a stark contrast to the manicured luxury of Hollywood, emphasizing the raw and authentic nature of their commitment to one another. Unknown to Paula, Dylan had carefully arranged for a hidden camera to be positioned nearby, ensuring that this pivotal moment in their lives would be preserved forever, capturing the unfiltered emotion of two people stepping into their future together as they stood on the edge of the cliff, with the sound of the crashing waves echoing from below and the sea breeze swirling around them. Dylan moved with quiet determination. In a moment of pure, classic romance that completely bypassed the modern trends of casual proposals, the young musician got down on one knee and presented a ring to the woman he loved. The hidden camera perfectly captured the sheer surprise and immediate joy on Paula's face as she realized what was happening on that isolated, windswept precipice. Within moments, she enthusiastically said yes, and the couple collapsed into a long, emotional embrace framed by the vast expanse of the ocean and the rugged beauty of the cliffs. Shortly after the proposal, Dylan decided to share his immense happiness with the world, posting a selection of photographs from the beautiful moment to his primary Instagram page. The caption he chose was simple, powerful, and deeply telling of his character, reading simply as "till the end," a definitive statement of lifelong devotion that resonated deeply with his friends, family, and thousands of followers worldwide. This profound commitment marked the beginning of a 2-year engagement, a period during which the couple has carefully crafted their vision for their wedding day while intertwining their lives even further. Throughout this journey, the presence and support of Dylan's mother has been a constant source of strength, though even she was subjected to a few specific, light-hearted stipulations regarding her appearance for the big day. Earlier this year, during a candid and warm interview on the Today Show in February, the iconic actress revealed a thoroughly charming and highly specific request that her youngest son had made concerning his upcoming nuptials. With a bright smile, she explained to the television hosts that Dylan had looked at her and said, "Mom, can you be blonde for my wedding?" This request carries a unique weight and humor when viewed through the lens of her legendary career, as she has spent decades recognized globally for her signature, voluminous platinum blonde locks. A look that defined an entire era of television and pop culture across the globe. However, despite her international status as the ultimate blonde icon, she has never been afraid to experiment with her personal style. Having dyed her hair various shades of vibrant red and soft strawberry blonde during different periods of her life, Dylan's affectionate request was a gentle reminder of the version of his mother that feels most familiar and comforting to him, ensuring that when he looks out from the altar on his wedding day, he will see the classic, radiant presence that has guided him through every stage of his life. This sweet interaction highlights the playful, deeply loving dynamic that exists within the family, illustrating that despite their extraordinary lives, their conversations are filled with the same kind of affectionate humor and personal requests that define any close-knit family preparing for a major wedding. The depth of this family connection becomes even more profound when one considers the complex, often chaotic environment in which Brandon and Dylan were raised. Their mother famously married the iconic Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee in a whirlwind, highly publicized ceremony back in 1995, a relationship that immediately became the epicenter of global media fascination. The marriage was a high-octane blend of rock and roll lifestyle and Hollywood glamour, resulting in the birth of their eldest son, Brandon, in 1996, followed by the arrival of Dylan just 1 year later in 1997. Although the marriage was ultimately short-lived, with their high-profile divorce being finalized in 1998, the bond created between the mother and her two young sons became an unshakable foundation that survived the subsequent fallout of parental separation and relentless paparazzi attention. Growing up under the shadow of two immensely famous parents could have easily derailed the lives of lesser individuals, but Brandon and Dylan managed to find their own paths. Drawing immense strength from their mother's fierce protectiveness and unwavering devotion, as the boys grew into adulthood, their individual talents began to manifest in ways that beautifully honor the creative legacies of both of their parents. Dylan chose to follow directly in his father's musical footsteps, developing a deep passion for sound, composition, and performance, carving out his own unique identity within the music industry through hard work and artistic exploration. On the other hand, her eldest child, Brandon, found his calling within the world of cinema and storytelling, establishing himself as a talented actor and a highly competent producer. Brandon's professional journey has frequently intersected with his mother's career, creating a powerful, collaborative relationship that has allowed them to work side by side on several major projects. This professional partnership not only showcases Brandon's executive talents, but also serves as a beautiful manifestation of the profound trust and mutual admiration that defines their personal relationship. Among their most notable collaborations was the production of the documentary series Pamela's Garden of Eden in 2022, a project that allowed the public to see a much more grounded, reflective, and natural side of the global icon. Brandon's role as a producer on the project ensured that his mother's true voice was preserved, steering the narrative away from sensationalism and focusing instead on her love for nature, design, and personal renewal. Building on this success, Brandon stepped up as an executive producer on her critically acclaimed 2024 feature film, The Last Showgirl, a cinematic project that received widespread praise for its raw emotional depth and powerful performances. Seeing her eldest son take charge of the executive aspects of her creative projects has been a source of immense pride for the veteran actress, proving that the tiny boys she once shielded from the cameras have now grown into the very men who protect, support, and elevate her professional legacy on the global stage. The immense gratitude and love that both Brandon and Dylan feel for their mother was put on display for the entire world to see just last month, in May, when the brothers decided to share a rare, deeply moving joint tribute on Instagram to celebrate Mother's Day. The message they penned was an extraordinarily raw and articulate expression of love, capturing the unique reality of their upbringing and the profound respect they hold for her today. They began the tribute with a poignant acknowledgement of their shared history, writing, "Dear Mom, oh, have we been through it all?" This simple opening line carried the weight of decades of public scrutiny, family triumphs, and private struggles, immediately setting a tone of deep authenticity. The brothers continued, writing, "To be grown up, seeing you in this light, truly yourself, shining brighter than ever, makes both our hearts so full. We can't tell you enough how much we love you, or how much everything you do means to us." The emotional depth of the tribute only escalated as the brothers spoke on behalf of the countless individuals around the world who have been inspired by her journey of resilience and self-discovery. The pair added, "But today, on behalf of so many, we hope you know that what you do and the joy you bring to the world does not go unnoticed. May you continue to garden like you always have, nurturing, healing, and spreading happiness and kindness wherever you go. Happy Mother's Day." This public declaration of love was a beautiful testament to the success of her parenting, showing that despite the challenges of the past, her sons view her not as a distant celebrity figure, but as a source of constant nurturing, healing, and joy. Setting the stage for the final revelations of our report in the next part. The profound impact of that public Mother's Day tribute resonated deeply across the internet, drawing emotional responses from fans worldwide, but no reaction was more important than that of the mother herself. Deeply moved by the public display of affection from her grown sons, the legendary actress quickly jumped into the comment section of the post to share her heartfelt response to their sweet message. Reflecting on her life's true priorities, she wrote that being a mother to these beautiful, loving, courageous boys has been the honor of a lifetime, adding with immense pride that it just keeps getting better, before concluding with a simple, powerful declaration of maternal devotion, noting how much she loves both Brandon and Dylan. This touching digital interaction offered a rare, authentic glimpse into a family dynamic that has been forged in the fires of intense public scrutiny and emerged stronger, more unified, and more loving than anyone could have predicted. It reinforced a sentiment she had expressed earlier this year at the exclusive Soho Summit, where she spoke candidly about her relationship with her children, stating proudly that they are incredibly close and that her sons are deeply proud of her. With a touch of her trademark humility and humor, she had mused to the audience that while every parent wishes they did things differently, her relationship with her boys is remarkably good, jokingly adding that despite the unpredictable nature of the celebrity gene pool, they have grown up to be perfect gentlemen. This enduring bond and sense of fulfillment arrive at a highly symbolic moment in her life, as the star is currently preparing to celebrate her 59th birthday on the 1st of July. As she approaches this personal milestone alongside the monumental occasion of her youngest son's wedding, her entire perspective on life, beauty, and aging has taken center stage. In an industry that often demands eternal youth and relies heavily on cosmetic manipulation, she has chosen a path of radical authenticity that has completely captivated the public imagination. Opening up to Glamour magazine about her personal evolution, she explained that as she ages, she is actively choosing to embrace the funny things that happen to the human body over time. Rather than fighting the natural progression of life, she stated that if she experiences a loss of skin elasticity or notices that some of her freckles are starting to join together, she forces herself to be genuinely amused by it. In her characteristically direct manner, she expressed that fighting the clock is ultimately a losing battle, declaring firmly that anti-aging is a complete lie because human beings are getting older no matter what. And finding a sense of humor in that shared reality makes the entire journey significantly better. This philosophy of self-acceptance is particularly powerful given her historic status as one of the most intensely objectified and scrutinized women in modern entertainment history. Reflecting on her unique past, she admitted to interviewers that navigating this transition has been undeniably challenging, especially coming from a background where she was not initially viewed for her internal substance, but was instead looked at in a highly specific, idealized way by global audiences. Overcoming that legacy of intense objectification has required an immense amount of internal strength and self-reflection, a process that she describes as finding a genuine sense of self and learning to become your own best friend. By stripping away the heavy makeup, the elaborate styling, and the expectations of the Hollywood machine, she has emerged in her late 50s as a beacon of natural elegance, a transformation that was beautifully mirrored in her radiant, makeup-free appearance under the warm sun of Saint-Tropez. Her journey serves as an inspiring blueprint for women everywhere, demonstrating that true beauty and confidence do not fade with time, but rather deepen into something far more valuable, authentic, and lasting. Beyond her inspiring personal evolution and her deeply rewarding role as a supportive mother, the veteran actress is also experiencing a massive artistic renaissance, with a number of highly anticipated professional projects currently under her belt. Most notably, she is set to star in the upcoming absurdist comedy titled Love Is Not the Answer, a cinematic venture that has already generated immense buzz within the independent film community. The project is particularly significant as it marks the official feature directorial debut of the incredibly talented actor Michael Cera, who has transitioned behind the camera to bring his unique, quirky comedic vision to life. The film boasts an extraordinarily prestigious ensemble cast, featuring acclaimed international talents such as Steve Coogan, Jamie Dornan, Lucas Hedges, Julia Best-Warner, and Shirley Henderson, promising a cinematic experience filled with brilliant performances and sharp intellectual wit. According to the official premise available on industry databases, the film follows the intricate journey of an aging actress who must carefully balance the demands of a new movie role, the constant needs of her sensitive son, unexpected romantic possibilities, and the heavy weight of past regrets. This complex, layered storyline delves deeply into contemporary themes of isolation, human connection, and the absurdities of navigating a life in the spotlight, mirroring some of the very real-life themes our central icon has explored in her own personal journey. Filming for the ambitious comedy officially concluded late last year, and while an exact theatrical release date has yet to be formally announced by the distribution studio, anticipation remains incredibly high among film critics and audiences alike. This major cinematic role, arriving alongside her widespread critical acclaim for her performance in The Last Showgirl, solidifies her position not just as a nostalgic pop culture icon of the past, but as a formidable, deeply talented dramatic actress capable of anchoring sophisticated, high-profile independent cinema in the modern era, as the sun fully sets on the magnificent coastline of Saint-Tropez, casting a brilliant array of deep purples and soft pinks across the Mediterranean skies. The true meaning of this family gathering becomes beautifully clear. The upcoming wedding of Dylan and Paula Bruss is far more than just a beautiful social event or a gathering of affluent individuals in a historic French resort town. It is a profound celebration of resilience, survival, and the enduring power of unconditional love. It represents the beautiful culmination of a multi-generational journey that began in the chaotic, high-stress environment of 90s Hollywood tabloids and has culminated in a peaceful, elegant sanctuary on the southern coast of France. For a mother who dedicated her life to ensuring her sons could grow up to be grounded, compassionate, and successful individuals, seeing both Brandon and Dylan stand by her side as accomplished, respectful gentlemen is the ultimate victory, far surpassing any professional accolade or public recognition. The laughter shared around the tables at Les Graniers, the gentle boat rides across the azure waters, and the quiet, supportive conversations between family members are all powerful reminders of what truly matters when the cameras are turned off and the public chatter finally fades away. As this remarkable family moves forward into the joyous wedding weekend and the exciting cinematic releases that lie ahead, they do so with a profound sense of unity, a deep-seated gratitude for their shared history, and an unwavering commitment to authenticity. Their story serves as a beautiful reminder to audiences worldwide that no matter how tumultuous or public one's past may be, it is always possible to cultivate a life defined by peace, genuine human connection, and a love that stands the test of time, enduring gracefully until the very end.